Hello, 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 and welcome to the live Civil3D.tv training stream. I am Charles Ellison. I'm going to be your instructor slash helper slash guru slash designer in this live stream. And what we're going to be working on today is just messing around with something called Part Builder within Civil 3D. Now with Part Builder, it's essentially what Civil 3D uses in order to create, just say, parts within your pipe network. And we're going to be going over that in this upcoming stream. And if you're interested, during this live stream, it can be a little bit drawn out. It can be a little bit boring. There's going to be a lot of ums and uhs and a lot of mistakes along the way. And if you get irritated by that, if you don't really want to go through all the fluff that's involved with some of these live streams, because they can be a little bit lengthy sometimes and I can get a little bit wordy and stumble over my words and whatnot, feel free to become a member of the Civil 3D training channel on YouTube, where you'll get an edited version of this live stream to where you can just get straight to the point. You can get the information that you need right away by simply just becoming a member.
Hello and welcome to the Civil3D.tv YouTube channel, where you can gain access to loads of free
YouTube, or you can go to watch.civil3d.tv, where you can get a 3-day free trial of the members only content, which is again edited versions of these live streams and a lot of other additional content to help you throughout your Civil 3D training journey. So enough of the advertisement, just wanted to make that known to you. And let's go ahead and move on to the actual instruction. Again, what we're going to be learning about today is Part Builder. And what we're going to be learning specifically is about modifying and adding parts, specifically pipes, to your pipe network. I ran into an issue to where I was working on a job and they had a list of pipe sizes within, say, concrete pipe. They had all of these different sizes of pipe. However, they were missing one in particular. And I had to go into Part Builder and essentially make a custom size for my network. So we're going to do that today in this live stream. What we're going to do first is we're going to go to the big C right here, and we're just going to go to open drawing, and I want you to switch over to, you're probably going to be on drawing, I want you to switch over to DWT. And that'll take you straight to your AutoCAD pre-installed drawing templates, okay? And I'd like you to select the Autodesk Civil 3D Imperial template. Primarily here in the US, we typically use this Imperial template. If you work in other countries, say Europe, you could be on the metric system, so you would likely select that. But for us Imperial users, we're going to click open. And right now I'm just working in the drawing template. And that's okay for right now. We're just not going to save our changes to this drawing template. Or you can if you want to. But in this example, what we're going to do is we're going to we're just going to generate a pipe network. Okay? We do that by going to our pipe network panel here, and then pipe network creation tools. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them at the end of this live stream. I'd like to be able to get through the entire instructions so that people are fed and aren't confused. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave any questions in the chat as I'm going through items. I'll get to them once I'm finished with this particular piece of instruction, okay? So we have our Create Pipe Network panel, and I'm just going to call this, I don't know, Storm Network. And we have our network parts list set to standard. We're going to leave that. And then we're going to click OK. Then we get our little toolbar here. And I'm going to select, let me see here. Do we have, here we go, concentric cylinder structure. I don't know, I'm just going to pick one. How about this one, down at the bottom? 48-inch diameter. I think this is going to be a manhole. And then right now we have a 12-inch concrete pipe. And that's really the only concrete pipe that we have within this standard parts list. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to randomly choose this area. And I'm going to hit F8 to turn my ortho on. I'm going to hit the other side. And I just have two manholes here, along with a pipe in the middle. Now, as I look at this, you guys probably can't see these pipes too well because this is set to blue, this is set to kind of like a magenta color. I'm going to change the styles by selecting my pipe, right click, I'm going to go to Edit Pipe Style. And I'm going to change these colors. Rather than this blue, I'll change it to white so everybody online can see it. I hit apply, then OK, and now you guys should be able to see it a lot easier. I'm going to do the same thing with my structure. I'm going to modify that style. I'm going to select the structure information here. I'm just shift clicking, by the way. I'm just selecting the structure, shift, and click the 3D solid. Even though these aren't visible, I'm just going to change everything to white. And 7, the number 7 index color is white. Click OK, then OK once again. And now everybody can see what's going on. So now this says this is 12 inches. Let's measure it real quick. I'm going to type in DAL just to get a quick dimension, just to see what the size is. Okay, that's 1 foot or 12 inches. So now what I'd like to do is I'd like to go into my parts list, which is right here. This is where I gain access to all of my parts. I'm going to click this button. I'm going to take a look at what's in my parts list. If I select this, I've got a couple other parts list items, but I want to stick to standard for right now, just for this example. I'm going to go into Edit. And if I look under my parts list under concrete pipe, we only have the 12-inch concrete pipe size listed right here. But what if I right-click on the concrete pipe and add part sizes? I'll select this, and what I'd like to do, if I select the value, I get a list of a bunch of different values, okay, that have been defined in the part builder already. What if I want all of them? I can go ahead and select this, and it's going to bring in the wall thicknesses for each and every one of these pipe sizes, because for each pipe size there's a different wall thickness for them, and that's something that needs to be specified. So I'll add in all of my sizes, click OK, and now I've got all of them listed right here. Okay, we've got a 78-inch concrete pipe, but what if we get a request for, oh, we want a 72-inch concrete pipe. We don't want 78. We need it to be 72 inches. Well, that's not in this list. How do I gain access to that? I'll click OK. Click OK once again. And we need to go into our part builder, and we need to add that size and specify that within our standards parts list. and we need to make sure that it's saved within that parts list. So what I'll do first is I'll go into, I'm going to move this down. I'm going to go into my Create Design panel. Then I'm going to go into Part Builder. Or you can type in Part Builder in the command line down at the bottom. So next what we're going to do is we have this catalog screen and we have our concrete pipe. If we select concrete pipe, right click on this, we're going to modify part sizes. And then we get another drawing that comes up here. See right here we've got our template drawing that we've been working in, and then we have our pipe imperial drawing. It looks like it gets stored within our pipes catalog under US Imperial Pipes, circular pipes. I mean, there's a long line or a path right here to this drawing, but this is where that exists, okay, if you ever need to go back to it. So I'm looking at this, okay, how do I add pipe sizes to this? If I look under size parameters, expand this, and I've got a bunch of different items here. If I select PID or pipe inner diameter, and I right click and I select edit, it brings up edit part sizes. So these are all the part sizes that are defined in that standards parts list. And we've got the 78 here, but I want 72. Let's define that. I'll select, say right here, right click, oops, I'm sorry. I need to select new. That's the button that you need to select. You need to select that button, new. Under 78, we can double click on this dimension and type in 72. And if we need to modify the wall thickness, we can modify that right here. Okay, for 78, that's about 7 inches. Does that sound about right? I'm not sure. But, I mean, this is essentially where we edit those thicknesses. I'm going to leave it at 7. And I'm just going to go ahead and click OK. And then this is something that's very, very important. Even if I save this drawing, it won't get reflected in my parts list. For whatever reason, you have to select or click this button to save the part family. So I'm going to go ahead and click that button. I already made that mistake. I'm just saving you the time of the mistake that I recently made. So we save that, and it looks like it saved the drawing. Okay, I'm going to close out of this, and now I want to swap this part. I'm going to select my pipe, right click on this, and hit swap part. Is it listed in here? 72 inches? No, I'm not seeing it in here. Maybe we need to add that. I'm going to click this. I'm going to right click and select edit network. I'm going to go into my parts list. I'm going to edit the standard. And it's not listed in here. I think I need to add it. Right click on this, add part size. And do we have it in here? Inner pipe diameter. If we select that, there it is down at the bottom. 72. Let's add that. Okay. Does it show up? It does. It's right down here. Click OK. Then OK. So now it's the 72-inch pipe is in there, but I'm going to exit out of this. I'm going to select my pipe once again, right click, hit swap part, and there's 72. Click OK, and there you have it. Let's adjust this dimension and see where we're at. 72 inches, 6 feet. Is that right? 72. divided by 12. Yes, 6 feet. Okay, so that's how you go about adding a pipe size to your parts catalog, or your parts, whatever you call it, parts list. That's what they call it. All right. So that's essentially what I did in order to create a pipe size within my parts list. Now, for this next section within this live stream is just going to be me kind of playing around with things, kind of playing around with settings. I might make a mistake. I might find something new. I'm not sure, but we'll see. If you'd like to stick around, feel free. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the chat as I do some experiments on this live stream. But if you don't want to go through all of these experiments and the trial and error and all that good stuff, feel free to become a member. So that way you get edited videos that just get straight to the point. So I highly encourage you to go to watch.civil3d.tv, where you can get a 3-day free trial membership to the entire library, the all access membership, or you can become a member through YouTube. So let's go ahead and play around with some stuff here. I'm going to go back into my part builder. I'm going to select concrete pipe. I'm going to right click on that, modify part sizes. And I saw a few other things that were interesting to me. I'm not sure exactly how they work. This looks like it says, is that material? Is that short for material? I'm going to right click on this and select edit. What does it give me? I'm not sure what this stuff is. Looks like the same menu that I had before. Material. Can I edit this? Yeah, I don't want to mess with that. Values. I'm going to cancel out of this. What else do we have here? Right click on that, edit. Yeah, it's the same stuff, isn't it? If we open this up, reinforced concrete pipe, or what you often see on a set of engineering plans, reinforced concrete pipe is abbreviated to RCP. You'll often see on a set of plans 12-inch RCP at whatever percent slope. That's what that means. Reinforced concrete pipe. I'm going to cancel out of this. Let's go back into materials once again. Click edit for that. This is basically the same thing. I'll have to look into size parameters and see exactly what the rest of this stuff means. It's basically giving me the same information. Wall thickness. Yeah, this is the same matrix essentially as what we have listed here in size parameters. So you're getting the same edit part sizes list when you click on that. I don't know, when I was showing you guys this stuff, I was just kind of curious what this stuff actually meant. Because to tell you the truth, I'm not in Part Builder very often. And sometimes you don't see a whole lot of information on how to build parts. So that's essentially it. Okay, circular pipe, geometry. Circular arc. So it looks like you can modify these things. Constraints, midpoint, dimensions. Yeah, we'll have to dive into this a little bit more. But I think we're approaching about 20 minutes. I think that should be good for today's live stream. I hope that helped you out. Until next time, God bless. Again, I highly encourage you to become a member. And until next time, Take care and peace.